Hello, and welcome. Maybe someone can let me know if the music is too loud. I'm not sure. I'm trying out something new here. I hope this is okay. Yeah. So today I'm going to be doing something new. I'm going to start creating a dictionary app, or not a dictionary, but a Chinese app, basically. Oh, awesome. Good to know. Thanks, Chris. Yeah, so I'm gonna create an app that allows me to write down notes in Chinese, basically, and which then gets like I get a translation inside the app of the words, and I have to do one thing. 1 second. I have to lower the volume just a little bit for myself. There we go. I couldn't hear myself. Yeah, so I'm gonna create this note-taking app, and I want basically to be able to write Chinese text, get the pinyin and the translations of each word I'm typing, and then I can basically save new words to some kind of flashcard system or something of this sort. I haven't really decided how I'm going to do anything or with what technology. The only thing I know for sure is that I'll probably use React, and I'm thinking I might use Firebase for the backend, although I'm not sure. I think I'm gonna start this with the front end and like see how everything would work and just do the parsing on the front end side, which I think I would do anyways, and then yeah, basically see how it turns out. So I am going to switch to my other camera. There it is. So I found this online dictionary or free dictionary. It's got the Creative Commons share alike license, and it's basically this gigantic text file. And I'm gonna just can watch it spit out all kinds of stuff. So what it is, I hope it's nothing bad here, but basically we get the traditional characters followed by space, followed by the simplified, I think, or the other way around, I'm not sure. I have to check that. Followed by the pinyin in brackets for some reason, followed by the English translation. Hey Adam, yeah, I hope it actually will turn out good and handy. So yeah, I'm basically gonna use this dictionary. I haven't actually decided how I'm gonna parse anything or how anything is gonna work. It's basically gonna be trial and error, and I think I kind of just I'm wondering if it's a good idea to actually build something from scratch on Twitch. This is basically new because I want to build this like from nothing. I have literally nothing in here. I've got like 2 files and that's it. So if there are the starting points, and I hope we can do this. Gonna remove the zip file, and I think I'm just gonna get started. I'm gonna actually rename this to something a little bit more human readable, just like, I don't know, data.txt, and turn off, alright, txt. So what I want to do is I think I'm gonna do a create React app I think that's the easiest to start with. Or maybe a Tux app? Create. I'm gonna create a Tux app here. Why is this happening? Create a Tux app. I'm going to just call this front end. Create. Oh yeah. It's like this. So yeah, this is kind of, this is a boilerplate that we're building at my company. This Tux thingy. I'm not really going to use that now. I'm just going to use the boilerplate it gives us for React, which is basically very similar to create React app, except I get server-side rendering, which is like, I'm not even going to use that now. So it's kind of an overkill, if you will. But it's fun. So I was wondering, while this is running, if I can open up the project. And I'll open up my editor here in it's opening. There we go. And there we go. So it's still running. Front end on. Start? No, start. Start. And see what happens. Compiling project. It opened up on my other screen. There it is. Tux, edit Tux up to get started. Alright. We have gotten ourselves a project. So this basically works the same as create React app. And like I said, I'm just gonna use this as a create React app for now, and we will maybe look into Tux specific things later, but yeah. Okay, so the first thing I want to do is, I guess, start by writing down some memos or something. I'm just gonna create a readme. Oh, sorry. File. readme.md. Okay, so I don't have a good name for this. Now I'm just calling this like nodes or something. We can figure out a better name later. But basically, I wanna start by taking down some, like, writing down actionables or to-do items for what we can do. So the most basic feature should be I can't see. My keyboard is being a little bit annoying. Can write Chinese. There's something wrong with my keyboard. Ugh. Chinese and C opinion. UX Adam, thanks for following. I appreciate it. Can write as you opinion. Can see Trans. So I'm wondering like, uh, can I see translations of specific, like I don't know, words. Be able to save words. I want to be able to save documents. And yeah. Be able to save documents. And yeah, so the thing is, like, when you're writing down in Chinese, the problem I think we're gonna have, whoa, wrong button, is that, so as I type characters, we might get like, so this is one word, and then like these two characters are another word, but those individually are also like a separate word. So what I'm wondering is if parsing is gonna be hard. I'm gonna move this. We had our file somewhere. Move data to front end. Oh, move data to front end. Data, no, front end source data.txt. Okay. And I'm just gonna cut out. So city source. I'm going to graph. Can I graph Chinese? I'm not even sure if this works. Interesting. So basically what I want to do is how do I graph like, yeah, those are all the words with "ni" in it. And I basically want to match get the best match somehow. Okay. All right. So these are like, I don't know what the app does. What the app does. And I think, yeah, maybe we should just start with this one. Like, this might be a good enough challenge for just today, and we can iterate from there on out. I think that's a good idea. Or maybe see the translations. I don't know, let's start by just doing something. I'm gonna delete this. or just rename it. Editor and refactor. Rename this as well. Editor. Alright, and delete this stuff. And delete this. Don't need this. We're gonna use React Router later down the line, but for now we don't need it. Everything else is fine. Okay. Editor, and I'm gonna create and just gonna start doing some stuff. So I wanna load in the text file, and I'm wondering if I should transform that first into something more manageable. So we should probably just remove all the first lines. Can have them somewhere else, and then we basically have space separated stuff. Traditional opinion, traditional simplified opinion, English. And I think these are references to other characters, which is interesting. Maybe I'm wondering if it's just work out of this, like, of this text file directly. But maybe that's a bit crazy. Or should I transform it? I'm gonna transform it into something a little bit more nice. I'm gonna create a new folder up here. I'm gonna call it, I don't know, scripts build json.js, and that's not how I type that. And can I move this one back down there? What's it doing? All right, and I'm just gonna import fs require fs and get the path as well. And then I'm gonna start doing some stuff. So I'm gonna get the file from Or should I create a read stream? I think I should create a read stream. I can open up the docs for this. Node fs. I feel like they had like a new line. I had an example somewhere. Whoa, sorry. Whoa. Where was it? Create read stream. 'I'm such a noob, I always have to Google this. Node, reads file, line by line. Google always to the rescue. What did I say? When was this merged? 2016. Not even sure if this is actually a thing. Read line. Awesome. Okay, this is basically what we want. Okay. This is exactly what we want. Okay, so we're gonna read file, we're gonna get the, I guess we're gonna get the path as well. Path dot resolve. Resolve. Gonna join the surname and the data. txt. Okay. And to see this works. Node, what do they call it? Scripts. Alright. Unhandled error. I don't know why I did that. What's going on? I don't even need this resolve, do I? Nope. Okay, doesn't matter. That works. So we've got a data, we're reading line by line. And what I want to do is basically create a map. So I'm going to create a JSON structure. So transformed. It's just going to be like an object. And then for every line, if it's so like if we take a look back, so all the we're gonna ignore the comments. So everything that starts with a hash symbol, gonna ignore that, and so if isn't this something that we can use? Starts with let's log the line. Let's see if it works. Now we should only get the comments. Awesome. Only the comments. So line that starts with is a new thing in Node, so we can basically use that to simplify, and just if it starts with a hash sign, it's a comment, so we're gonna ignore it. Ignore comments. Okay, then every single word is space separated, so we got like 3. So okay, we got basically the traditional character followed by space, followed by the simplified, followed by space, and then everything else. So we can do so traditional simplified, and then everything else. So I'm just gonna call it rest for now, and Or should I just... We could probably create a regular expression that parses this correctly. Maybe we should do that. Gonna find something. These are all so long. Trying to find something simple. I want the difference between, so wait. Wow. That's a lot. Okay, so I found the word that we can use because it's actually got different characters, like for traditional and simplified. And I'm gonna open up. Wow. Vertex. Earth.com. And okay. So basically you're gonna get like every character one or what happened? Every character one or more. Okay, lol, it doesn't match Chinese characters. Okay. Followed by a space. Basically the same thing again. Followed by a space. Followed by a bracket. And everything inside. Followed by space. So okay, this is would be the traditional character. This would be the simplified. This would be the pinyin. And then we're gonna get a slash. And everything inside until the last slash. So list details. There we go. So the first match is the traditional, second is the simplified, third is the pinyin, and fourth is the English translation. And I think this should be good enough. I mean, if not, we're gonna just fix it later, right? I of course should be writing tests for this, but like, I don't want to do that. What's it called? And then regex parse. The thing is, I never remember which one. So it's match or parse. Here's the matches. So this is basically what I want, right? Yeah. So, and like it gives everything. Yeah, regex is really nice. Gonna pop it into the chat. Super useful. So, Pinyin English. And we're gonna do outline dot match. And then the regex. This is not the regex. This one. And like so. And I'm just going to test this out and do a lock with the I don't know, simplified. And English. Save and see if it actually works. And it actually seems to work. We get English or simplified and then English. That's pretty nice. And now we just need to decide how we're going to structure this. So basically what I want to do is I want to have two, maybe two maps. One with Pinyin, one with traditional. Should I do that? So like, I'm gonna do it. I'm just gonna do like, or should I have them all in one JSON? Maybe that's okay. I don't know. So like what I'm wondering if I should have like simplified and then a map of like this would be like me and that would be like a key to a map like so. And then like translation. I don't know, maybe that's fine. So traditional, simplified, traditional. Oh. And maybe I should have like English to Chinese. I don't know. I could add that later though. I don't need that now, I think. So what I'm basically gonna do is I'm really hoping that these are all unique. If they're not unique, I'm kind of screwed. Let's try this. Let's start with this and then can fix it later. Transformed dot simplified it's gonna be a new item, and we're gonna have Pinyin English and traditional, and then we can do the same thing for the traditional, basically thing in reverse. So traditional Pinyin English simplified. And what I want to do is I want to rename this to translation or meaning, yeah. So Pinyin, meaning, and traditional. I think this would work. And then I just want to basically write this to file. Can't know where to write this though. So let's just do the googling. Node write to file. Right. This looks like something. Yeah, it's simple. We're just gonna give it data and okay. So after we built all this stuff into one gigantic thing, we're gonna write it to file. And we could probably do this differently, but let's call this like transformed. And we are going to want to have this as JSON dot stringify the transform thing. We're not gonna have a replacer. Dot null, and we don't want any spaces, so just an empty string. And I think this should work. Should we try it? See what happens. Maybe I should write it's fine. Let's just try this. That was really quick. If we refresh, we got the transformed, and that does not work. Oh yeah, I need to wait for the readline.end event. Probably. Readline like on end or something. Event close. Did I have it here? It's on close, okay. Let's just do that then. We're gonna move this into what do I call it? Readline dot on close. And again, this code I'm writing right now does, like, I'm never gonna run this again, basically. I'm probably gonna commit it, so if I need to, I can change it and run it, but like, this code right here is just a one-off kind of thing. Okay, let's try it again. So now it takes time. Alright. And now it has... I might cross my error. Okay, awesome. We actually have a working thing. This is pretty good. And if we go into our editor right here and import from one app transform.text. Oh yeah, this should be JSON. JSON. Oh no, data. Okay, I'm gonna rename this. JSON EXO. And I'm just gonna lock it to the console. Lock data. And see if that works. I think we're going to turn on our watch again. It's refreshing, it's starting the server. Hence locking everything in this console, which I did not want. But that's what happens when you got like a weird setup, I guess. I know it's still building, or what's happening. Maybe it's because it's such a big file. Am I lagging? Does anyone know that? Actually, I've got like 150 drop frames. It's kind of a lot. Okay, it's spitting out everything. I really don't care for this. I can't even stop it. Uh-oh. Awesome, no lag. Cool. Brilliant, thanks. I can't stop this logging. That's interesting. So we're just gonna have to wait. That's a lot. Okay, it worked. Okay, second try. Just as a test, I'm going to, I just want the simplified. And input. And we are just going to let's change this to a stateful component. So class extends. Why is it still doing that? Okay. React dot components. And render this stuff. We're gonna create a state. I don't know, character. Like so. Value. We're gonna get the character and put that right there. Then we're gonna do an on change. I'm gonna refactor all this layer, but now I'm just gonna do it in line. No, I'm not. Let's do this right away. This dot on input. I'll create a self-bound function. Not self-bound, bound function. And it's gonna be real simple. It's gonna get the target and the value of that target. And we're gonna set the state. So this dot set state to a character. It's set it equal to the value of the input that we're typing, and just going to like the character character means And this is not gonna work because we haven't done any, like, we haven't created any like algorithm for determining the best answer, but like it's gonna be the first iteration. So means simplified. Maybe we should do this first. Def entry. Simplified dot. Sorry, simplified and then character. Like so. And basically, if we have an entry, we're gonna display this. So entry does not equal null. Then we're gonna display this paragraph tag. And we're going to do entry dots meaning. Now we need to create something to like get the correct one, but like I don't know, let's see if this works. Okay. Save. I'm gonna start this once again. And I hope it's not gonna take forever. Put this down there. So I think I'm gonna have to move. It's basically loading all of the Chinese dictionary into memory, which is like very bad. You should probably create a subset of it or something. Or just like create a better solution. Does this work? Like so. Okay. Got the input. And try typing something. It's basically frozen. Okay, it actually works. The character ni hao means hello. This is pretty cool. The thing is like the thing is we can do this like this because if every character is unique, like if every word is unique, then they basically map from the word to the meaning like one to one. And this is, so I did kind of a similar thing with Icelandic. It was not easy. This was easy. Maybe this is like good enough. So I could do like, so the character, character means, and is, wow. and is this is nothing. Pronounced in Pinyin as not async as entry dots Pinyin. So the thing is, like, it's loading the entire thing into memory. It's gonna be so bad. Why don't you remove the character? Oh yeah, I actually, that's a good point, Adam. I'm not gonna use this sentence. It was just like to test out if it actually works. What I want to do is basically, I wanna create like a text editor and show like inline for every character there is. I want to inline like the best match for it and color code it and like show the pinyin and stuff. So this is just to test out if my transformation of the dictionary actually worked. So that's not Chinese. Then okay. This is pretty cool though. What should I test? I want to test some like oh.
What's Buddy gotta do?
That's pretty good. I kind of want to just like commit this and then like improve it. I think it's a good starting point, right? Let's do that. That was maybe a bit too much. Okay, so probably need to create a GitHub repo or Git repo. Git init. And we are going to want a few things. I wonder if yeah, it's a good start. Like, I'm kind of surprised it was not harder actually.
What's Buddy gotta do?
I'm gonna create a new file, just like a git ignore. Pretty drastic. Ignore. We're gonna ignore node modules. Dot log.
What's Buddy gotta do to get a drink of soda pop around here?
I'm wondering if you should commit the transformed stuff or just not do that. Probably shouldn't. Transformed. .js. JSON. And what else? I think that's it. Okay. Cached. This is gonna be huge. I got colors like, I don't know. Very slow. But working. Look up for it's a funny first commit. I love it. I probably should have fixed the name of the project. Content. It's fine. Wasn't it like a post install? I don't know. I'm not gonna bother with that. Okay. That works. We've committed the first commit, and we've got a working prototype. So if we do okay, awesome. The next thing I want to do is I wanna transform these. So I kind of want to do like make this faster, but like I kind of have to think about how I'm gonna do it because I've literally no idea at this point. I need to move everything. I think I'm gonna set up like a Firebase database. I keep everything there. Is that a good idea? Maybe. I don't know. And then just like query that. Should I do that? Hey David, you store your Icelandic word list in LevelDB. Yeah? Is that a good idea? I've never used LevelDB. Like, how hard is it to get started? Like, could I do it now? I don't know. It's just a key value store. Interesting. Thank you. I don't know if it's a compliment or a... Yeah. Okay. LevelDB. Should we look into that? LDD. Mm. Is this C? I don't want to touch C or C++. Nope. How do I get started? You must start on the stream. What are you using? Are there good wrappers for Node? I'm basically not using anything at the moment. I'm just running a Tux app or Create Tux app. So it's basically React, and I've got no backend at the moment. I've basically got this like file I'm transforming into some kind of a JSON structure, and then I've stated out here into this mega file. Oh, it's just something to get me started. So, level up. I haven't decided. I may want to create. I was thinking about using Firebase and then just querying on the front end. It's a big, like, it's a, like, how big is this file? I don't know. Reveal the fire. 26 megabytes. That's pretty big. Maybe I should create an API. Like I said, I haven't decided. Everything is up for debate now. I basically started this stream by creating some to-dos and then just running Create Tux app and creating the transform from data and then doing the React component. I literally have not decided anything. So please bring me some ideas. How it's, yeah. This may actually be pretty clever. And I could actually write. I've got a server running, so I could do this. How complex is the querying gonna be? Probably super easy to just have your script output CSV instead of instead and dump it into MySQL. Yeah, I don't want to. I don't want to do boring things though. I want to do something challenging, something fun. I mean, MySQL is not boring per se, just not not awesome. Yeah. So okay, the original data, if you want to see that, the original data is just a space separated file. It looks like this. Why can't I? Yeah. So. There we go. Yeah, it looks like this. Basically, it's the traditional character, the simplified pinyin, and then the translation. Yeah, it's probably some sort of like, I don't know, universal dictionary format. I don't know. How did you transform that? Was that like open sourced? Didn't you have like everything open source? Do you have a link that you could pop into the chat? That'd be awesome. Thank you. So for those who... Here's how I used LevelTP. Yeah, for those who are interested, David created a very cool Icelandic translation app, I think. Not translation, but like conjugation app that is supposed to help you use and speak Icelandic. But our government kind of didn't like the idea and shut him down, which is very sad. Build database. So I'm guessing these are the original files that you don't have in your repo, right? Had the word from... It's interesting to see this though, because it's kind of similar in a sense to what I'm doing. Populate, alright. Line by line reader. Words. Word buffer. Batch buffer. Yeah. Exactly. So the thing is I'm using right now is just, I'm building two key values basically. I can show you. So, what? Yeah. So basically what I did, or ended up doing is like, I've got like these kinds of keys. And then there are basically gonna be these objects for both traditional and simplified. Like, so these are basically my IDs at the moment, and they are unique. I think. I'm not sure though. I probably need to check that, but like, yeah. What I could do though is I could yeah, exactly. Level secondary indexes for level B. Title. Yeah. You could check this out. I'm gonna start this. I mean, it's always fun to parse data, right? Uh-oh. That's a lot of red. Separate section. This module allows you to create separate sections of a level up database, kind of like tables in an SQL database, but evented and arranged for real-time changing data. Okay. I probably need to read some docs before I actually start doing anything like this. So I'm wondering if I should, maybe, for now, if I should create. I'm just wondering. Yeah, I saw that. I was just wondering how the level up, no, sub-level library works. I mean, we could try using LevelDB. That's it's not the worst idea. It just stores keys with a prefix. Yeah, okay. But this looks super simple. What is level down though? Level up. Create level down. Huh? It has pluggable backends. Okay. What's that mean? Pure C++ bindings for Level2B. Many alternate stores are available, such as Level.js, in the browser or Memdown for in-memory store. Interesting. That's interesting. Level up by layer circuit answers. Okay, so alright. But is level up the best Level2B thing? Do you know it? Or does anyone else have an input? Should we not use Level2B? I really want to try this. Let's do this. Should I, like, if I run... lock in if you decide you don't like it. Let's do this. I think this is a fun exercise. npm install. Let's do this. I'm gonna use it here. Whoa. I'm gonna do where's it? Copy only this stuff and do yarn. It's add, right? I think it's add. And see if this works. The only problem is that I don't remember how to do the actual server file for Tux, which is maybe a bit embarrassing. Oops. If I can... Tux. Check out really quick if we actually added some documentation on changing the server. Nothing here, but on so if we go to where is it? I'm typing on my other screen and moving it now. So in source scripts, source server, oh, it was in, need to find out how to do this. Where is it? Server entry. That's what we want. Did you actually have that? It basically want this. So copy and paste. Server.js, remember as like so. And neutrino. Oh yeah. Wrong button. Just gonna copy the entire thing. And create that file. I can never remember how to spell this. Neutrino. Dot. Sorry. Neutrino RC.js. Okay, save. Okay. And in here, we're gonna try to do some magic. Don't actually need this. Don't remember if I actually need this stuff. Let's try and see what actually happens. Okay, I'm gonna stop this. I'm gonna comment this out for now because it takes forever to load, and just to like but okay. Okay, it's running. Hi from the server process. Awesome. We've got a node server running. Okay, now they start doing stuff. Where was this? Here. So like, when do I do the put stuff? Do I need to keep that in a separate process and like run that just once? That makes sense, right? Just run like create a database and like and then run, I guess. Yeah. So like build dd.js. I'm gonna move all these files around, but like for now it's fine. I'll call this just dd. Don't want these. Const. Okay. Put name, name, and then I guess the value. Put key value. Can value be a JavaScript object? What happens if I do that? You know what, David? Does it need to be a string or? I need value encoding JSON. Does that mean I can have the value as a JavaScript object, and this will dig or like encode it into a string? Awesome, thanks. But this is for sublevel. No, it's for okay, card. Okay, gonna add that after the like so. Okay, I think we're good. I think we are good. I think I'm just gonna copy this stuff over. And then start deleting. So we don't need this. And close this. Yeah. Let's just do this. So error, okay. And like so. Sure. Basically on this. As the value, I'm just gonna, it's fine. I don't even need to, I don't care about the error, so I guess I can just leave this one out. Yeah. I'm probably gonna build this like a billion times over again, so if we do get an error, we will fix it later. So Da-da-da-da. So I don't know if I should do this. If I should do this somehow differently. But delete this. I'm just gonna try this, see if it works, and then worry about like restructuring it later. Do I need to close the database? Or open it or something? Sure. Should we try this? I've literally no idea what's gonna happen. Save. Alright. Let's do this. Is it gonna hang? No, it's not gonna hang. Okay. And we've got a DB. Awesome. Okay. Now I can actually try to write like a actual I think body parser. What's it called? JSON parser? Body parser. Or do I even need that? No, I don't. Do I? That's not. I'm just gonna do this inline for now. I can refactor later. Translate. Now I'm gonna do and do it like this for now. Character rest dot JSON. Just gonna see if this works. I don't know. Entry. Rec dots. Params dots. Wow. Typing. I just realized that the music is finished. I'm gonna fix that really quick. Okay. Params dot character. It's like this, right? I think. Let's try this. Maybe start the server again. but test. Okay. Got an idea. So we need the. Don't need this. I need this thing. Get. Okay. Import level up. And down. And should I create the instance once? Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna do character destructure that for this. If no character, I'm just gonna call next, I guess. No, I'm gonna do result. That is I think I'm gonna write like a test suite for this in the next stream or something. So get one. I basically want to always get like the same error. Do I need that? Could do this. Yeah, let's just do this. Return. No. Yeah, return. Do I need to go next? I don't know. It's been a long time since I did like node. DB dot get character and this basically gonna do this again. If error, I'll do proper error handling later, and then just do entry. Okay. I have no idea what's gonna happen. Should we try? Not found. That makes sense. Because test is not a valid key. Boom. We got a hit, but it's not the thing I wanted. I probably need to like do a 2-string or something, right? Key can be n-type, it doesn't. How do I get like the actual data? Oh, it's promise based. That's neat. I think rewrite this a little bit. Then move this out. Cat. Cat. Right. And oops. Okay, and catch. So, oh yeah, you're right. Yeah, you're right. Good point, dude. Good catch. Got carried away there. Let's just not do that. But still, the like why doesn't the other thing work? Like if I send Uh-oh. Yeah, you're right. Okay, it's sending me the file. I don't want that. Oh, damn it. Okay, I need to fix this somehow. Basically, tries to create a new database every time. Or like, instantiate it. Object. How do I... I feel like this is... I'm doing something wrong. What can the options be? API? No. Let's just look at the code. Get key options. This get key options. Okay. The third level DOM. Okay, that's something else. Ugh. Wait, you did this earlier, right? How did you read the values? Database. Query. Do I need to create a read stream maybe? I would have thought that this would work. Log. Entry. So we get the buffer. That's super annoying. Encode. What's encode? Is encode something else? Is it a built-in like node thing? Got it. Oops. There's always another package. That is true. Encoding down. Oh. Okay. Let's see if this works. Oh yeah, thanks for stopping by, Chris. It was nice having you, and good night. That doesn't work. Object, object. I feel like I did something wrong when I added everything to the database. Because... Yes. I need to do this for the other one as well, right? Okay. Great. Encode. What was it called? Encoding down. Encoding down. We are almost there, Bill. We can finish this. Okay. All down. Do I need to like delete the database first or something? Will it overwrite everything? I hope it actually overwrites everything. Let's just try. Because why not? Yeah, I know I can delete the folder, but I just want to see if I can just like overwrite everything. That would be funny. Nope, need to delete it. Okay. Delete. Delete. And run. Okay. Let's see if this works. Not found. Okay. That's pretty weird. I didn't find. Ah. I'm gonna do here like I'm gonna have to fix that though. Okay, okay, so this, we don't need this. This was bullshit. And yes, and to start this again. What? Is this because we got like some weird hack stuff? I'm just gonna try like see if this works. Nope. And like no error or anything. Undefined. I get undefined as a value. Does that mean it didn't work? Okay, it was not found. So I didn't add it to the database correctly, I'm guessing. Put simplified. I'm gonna try something. On close. Delete our cat. Basically the same thing. Try this. See if this works like in here. And we're just gonna log it out. Alright, nice seeing you. Bye. Did I not say this? Uh, what? What is happening? Why is it always running the old version of the file? What? What is going on? Okay.
The silence breaking into colors, into the sky and emerald waters. The silence breaking into colors, for miles and miles and miles. We're floating through it all, floating through it all, floating through it all, floating through it all.
Okay, see if this works. Takes a long time, as it should. And then yawn. God. Cannot be found of null. Okay. That's a new one. We don't need this, I guess. I think like IntelliJ was running some cached version of the server file and everything, so it probably did work like a million years ago, but we just didn't see it. There we go. It actually works. How awesome is this? Whoa. Okay, so set character here. Exactly. Thanks, IntelliJ. Awesome. Okay, this actually works. That is pretty nice. This is not the best translation, but we can work with that later. So now, in our app, let's go back to that. And remove this. Okay. Entry null. Um, I should probably like throttle the input, but let's just do this work, and then I think I'm gonna call it a day. I have to get up for work tomorrow, so I'm just gonna do it like this. I think, whoa, I think. Data, await, batch, invite, value, I'm just gonna assume that everything works, even though I shouldn't. Let's see if this actually works. And then, yeah. Should probably run this. No. Fuck. I hope I didn't ruin it. Let's run it one more time in this process, just to, you know, be sure. Double ruin it if anything. And stop. Okay. Touch. Oh yeah, I forgot to destructure. Like so. I really need to fix this. Awesome. This is pretty neat. Awesome. This is pretty much all we wanted for our first stream. I took it way further than I expected. And I think I'm gonna call it a day. I'll probably be back next week, maybe sooner, because this is kind of fun. Level to be definitely a good choice. Thanks, David, for helping me out. It was fun. I think for next time I'm gonna focus on getting the UI more closer to what I actually want, like a note-taking app, basically. And I'm gonna fix some of these bad practices I've been doing today, and yeah, making it a little bit better, more stable, and maybe add some tests or something of the sort. Until next time, just thanks and good night. Bye. Oh yeah, and follow. All right, bye.